Hi everyone, hope you're well. Today is Saturday the 2nd of November 2013 and I meant to do a bunch more programming today for GBJam, but I've kind of been distracted by the Minecon live stream and following that and keeping up to date with the announcements and things. So I found it, even during breaks of that, I've tried to go back to programming, but I can't get into it fully because I need to just completely immerse myself, as I've talked about a bit before with trying to work before when I'm keeping an eye on the time. For whatever reason I can never do it. So did also have the Minecraft server event today. We had a big mountain parkour race kind of thing, so I'll be editing that at some point in the next week as well. So that went really well, and I just had the Minecon stream in the background, listening to it in the background at the same time. So apart from that, I did do a whole bunch late last night, though. I kept on programming late into the evening, still just doing graphical stuff, but kind of setting it up to start doing kind of input and gameplay and everything, but really kind of setting up the structure of the user interface for the game, so that I can then just get that all done first and then just fill it with content. So I'll probably be quite distracted tomorrow with Minecon as well, but after that I can catch up, and I've just sort of like edit the odd video here and there as well. But generally, I mean, I think there's some people who don't have time, you know, who have proper jobs and everything, who are kind of just making something this weekend, like a 2-day game jam. So like I was suspecting, most people don't solidly work on it for 10 days, so missing out the odd day here and there. Well, I'll try and get some more done this evening. Maybe I'll get some more done this evening. But missing out the bits here and there isn't going to leave me horribly behind. So anyway, I'm quite happy with what I've done so far. I've made some notes of what I did last night. Added in the colour codes in a different... are called from a different action script file. So I've got a colour palette file, so I can alter the colour codes, and then it will just change it for the whole game, which makes sense. So whenever I call colour something in the code, it's actually just a variable that calls the colour code. So so I can alter the colour palette later on if I want to, at the moment it's mostly just black and white. I'm kind of going for black and white and light grey and dark grey, but I haven't used a lot of light grey and dark grey. And the code I just mentioned works for everything apart from PNG files that I'm pulling in, which are all black and white at the moment. I'm actually recolouring the sprites that I'm using to make them black and white. So I might have to change the code slightly in order to use colour palettes on that, or I might just have to recolour them all. I think I am just going to go with black and white, though. It looks quite cool. It reminds me of old school games, not just Game Boy games, but all sorts of stuff. So there's that, and I'm happy with the layout. I should really show a screenshot, but I'm happy with the layout I've done so far. I've picked out sprite icons for like a heart for health and stuff like that, a little sword for attack value, a little shield for defense value. Actually, it might be a little chest plate. It's either a chest plate or a shield, that kind of thing. So that looks really cool, and spaced them around, like space for a custom name and also a character portrait. Again, I've got a whole bunch of different character portraits in this set of sprites I bought a license for. So I'll have the player, you can select which portrait you want as well. And I was looking, I found the files for the minimal RPG I did, so I'm going to cheat a little bit. I'm not going to directly copy and paste code, but I'm going to use the same rules, like the same system, if you will, for this game as a starting point, and then I might build on it as well. But it's nice to know that's there, so the actual combat gameplay, I know I've already got a basis for that, because I would like to add in lots of story elements, maybe some kind of dialogue trees and all of that, making friends with people, and all sorts of quests and things would be cool, on top of the combat system I did for Minimal RPG, which is just a combat system, just fighting monsters and nothing else. So I think that's all I've got to say. That's about 5 minutes. So I did lots of stuff late last night, and then today I've mostly been distracted so far, but I might do some more late night tonight. But either way, if I am distracted all weekend, I've got all of the week to work on it as well and throw something together. And it also might be one of those things where I get into it and then I want to carry on working on it afterwards. So we'll see. Anyway, I hope you're well, and I will see you tomorrow.